Well, I'm all packed up and getting gas in Ozark and headed out. Had a good, hard, ugly cry from my house to the gas station after I left my girls and husband, but here we go. Gonna hit it and take full advantage of it. But having a little bit of mixed feelings this morning about leaving my crew and being gone for so long. Ready or not, right? Hey guys, headed to the gym for the first time here in Mesa. I'm just so excited, guys. I'm like, dude, it's the first day of the rest of my life, baby. Here we go. Hey everybody, this is Katie. Tomorrow will be a full week. It's been crazy. It's been awesome. It's been exhausting.
Stop the nonsense! Stop the bullshit! It's over! Let's go!
Bruce is the most amazing coach. He pushes us hard and doesn't accept anything less than our best. At the end of the day, the amount of care and compassion that he has for us is unreal.
It's okay if you come up a little bit short and you gave it everything you got, as long as you kept your integrity to yourself. But I realized when I think I don't have anything left to give, if Bruce walks up next to me, I have a little more left to give. So pretty soon I'm gonna learn that I'm gonna have a little more left to give on my own. Straight up hike. Straight up. Bam.
I don't regret the decision to come out here at all. We're gonna do this thing and we're gonna get healthy and we're gonna push through.
Katie, how we feeling?
Feeling good this morning. And it was really difficult for me today. I'm missing my family a lot today. I miss my girls a lot, my husband, and the feeling of, can you do this for 3 months?
Katie, obviously this is your first time at A Mountain.
First time at A Mountain. But because of missing out on this one 4th of July, I am going to be around for a lot more. I'm wondering if I even know what it feels like to give my best to something. So I want to work to find that out while I'm here. And I think the best person for the job to get me there and to know if I'm there or not is Bruce.
But you gotta decide, like, I'm just gonna keep on fighting through it no matter what. Even if I'm dealt another bad hand, dealt another bad hand, dealt another bad hand. It doesn't matter. That's why we use fitness to change our lives.
I can do hard things.
I'm grateful for you guys.
And I can succeed, right? So it's time that I go there. I haven't had a day like yesterday, and it was absolutely amazing. So I'm so thankful. The photographers and Bruce pushed me further out of my comfort zone than I have ever been pushed before.
I wouldn't tell you anything that I don't believe is gonna make an impact.
But it felt so good after to say that that's not you anymore. That's not gonna be you.
But look what you're doing. You're already coming here, and as you forgive yourself, it's gonna be just feeling good every single day.
And you're done with that. Oh, it feels so good. So yeah, we're a month in, and I can't believe that I have made it without my girls and my husband for this long. But when I get home and I can crawl on a roller coaster with my kids, I am going to be so glad that I fought for this health and that I fought for being stronger and it's going to be amazing. The reward is going to be amazing.
Yeah! Boom! Look at that. Aren't you so pumped?
Yeah.
That's what, 16 pounds already?
Yeah.
There we go.
For once in my life, I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to quit.
So we're just finished bleachers workout, and what we're gonna go do now is we're gonna go do this group session. Like a couple of us have struggled with emotional eating, and so one of the friends of the producers, we have a life coach we're gonna bring in, and she's also gonna give her side of perspective, you know, maybe give them a couple other techniques, a couple other things. And what's so good about that is it's like you can see how many people are out there that want to help, and it just really shows how important the mindset piece is. So I'm excited for this, see what happens. Sometimes when we refer to emotional eating, we think it's because of a bad thing that's happened in our lives, but actually it's also a celebrated thing where emotionally you turn to food when you think it's like a good activity, but all it is like hurting us in the long run. So obviously bring Megan in here to help us with these discussions, and just another variety, another voice, another thing that you guys can hear and maybe take some tools from that. So
what I have found in my coaching that I've done, the main thing that people struggle with is shame and feelings of not being enough. And it's really what all of the things that we do, like emotional eating or binging or, watching porn or shopping too much, like all of those things are things that we do when we are not dealing with our emotions.
So like, obviously I shared a little bit with you guys yesterday, like talking to you guys a little bit about, after I give a talk, share my story or whatever else it is, I'm always like, oh, okay, I'm going to go get a burger right now. Have you guys ever seen the show This Is Us? Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Kate? Remember? Kate has an eating problem, right? And what's one of the things that stems that eating problem? Is her dad caused a habit that he didn't even realize. Like when she was down, what would he always say? Let's go get an ice cream cone. That carried on with her forever, where it was like, I'm gonna turn to food. That's my instant happiness of what it is. So there might be somewhere down the road where you guys in your guys' lives, where you're instantly thought, that's what brought me joy back in the day. But then as time has gone on, it's been a problem.
I would add to that a lot of times we aren't even conscious of what it is that we're thinking, because ultimately whatever we think brings us how we feel, and it brings us our emotions, and then those emotions drive our actions or our inactions, and then that gives us our results. And so everything really truly is dependent on your thoughts. The good news is that it's totally changeable. It's totally something you can change, but you have to be aware that it's happening in the first place.
I think it was probably between my sophomore and junior year of high school and a boy passing me in the hall who I thought we were friends, and he was like, dang, Katie, what'd you do? Eat all summer? And that's the first time that I really experienced the bullying side of my weight. Having something like that said to you makes you kind of question everything about your physical appearance. And then for me, it really turned into, apparently this is me now. And I think it was kind of the first time I started to also accept the weight gain. I think it's something that never really leaves you. Whenever you have statements said to you or you're bullied or picked on for your weight, I think it's something that you carry with you the rest of your life.
So the last time that I binged was before I came here. Part of it was nerves and stress and thinking about leaving my family for 3 months, but knowing that's what I had to do to get control of my health. And I think part of it too was like, oh, I'm not gonna get to have this for a while, so I need to have this.
I know that feeling actually really well. I went to all you can eat pizza buffet before I went to Extreme Weight Loss Camp.
Yes, you get
and
it.
I ate as much as I could.
So as I've become older and more aware of my habits, I've realized that what I truly struggle with is binge eating. Sometimes before you even realize it, you've eaten a whole box of snack cakes, or you've pulled through one restaurant and gotten a drink and a snack, and then you decide you're gonna go pull through another one. And then you just are miserable and you feel shame. And this is really hard to talk about. You wanna keep it a secret because you feel like no one sees you eating it. No one sees you putting it in your mouth. I would find myself doing it in my vehicle a lot, or when my husband wasn't home, so that no one would know. But I can remember days that he would go out to clean my car. Just out of care and love, he would clean my car out for me. And I would always try to beat him out to my car because I didn't want him to see all the wrappers in my glove box. It's really embarrassing. And like I mentioned before, just the shame that comes with the secrecy and wanting to keep it hidden is a heavy burden to carry sometimes.
You thought about like what are the things that like I need to hide and eat food? Like what do you think that kind of stems from?
So I think that the secrecy and the hiding comes from, my family has always been a very big support for me in losing weight. And I feel like if they know that I am eating food that's bad for me, again, that I'm gonna let them down. So then I'll try to hide it and keep it a secret.
Yeah, and it ultimately eats at you, and it's an addiction, like just like anything else. It's the source of drug, and you gotta replace addiction. We've talked about that. Just not gonna happen, you know? Like alcoholics, drug addicts, porn addicts, all of them have to replace something in that to fulfill those emotional needs. Because all of a sudden you're not gonna be emotional and then not have anything to go to cope with it. You know what I mean? It's not like, we got to figure out what that's going to be, you know, and it's making a list of those things. And then also you got to remember, if you do, it's okay.
We're going to have failures, like Bruce said, you know, and what's important is that you realize that's okay. This is part of the learning process. I'm just failing forward. It doesn't mean you're giving up. It's just one little thing. Whoops, okay, I'm going to get back up and keep going and not give up.
I've been thinking a lot about the tools that you've given us so far that I can put into practice when I go home. So filling my time, finding something to replace that. For me, I think a few things that I've thought of so far would be journaling, would be exercising. So I'm really trying to find things outside of food that will help me process stress or emotions better.
Because of integrity, right? But like for me, for instance, when I'm driving to Walmart, I've shared with you guys, and I see the Oreos, right? I still to this day will be like, you know what? Let me grab some. Let me eat the whole bag before I get home so Alexa doesn't see me. But at the end of the day, what that is it's like my integrity, right? Integrity is so important.
So when you think, if they see me eating food, I'm letting them down, what kind of emotion does that bring up for you?
Sadness, frustration, embarrassment, failure.
And so when you're feeling all of those emotions, what actions do you take or not take? When you're feeling those, when you're feeling that shame.
Instead of taking action and just kind of sulking or just thinking on it a lot, it brings you down even further and makes you want to fuel that with more junk food.
Our past is a circumstance. It just is, right? Like there's nothing you can do to change it. It already happened. And circumstances really are truly neutral, even though some of them seem like they could not possibly be neutral. But it's what we choose to continue to think about them that gives us how we feel about our past, right?
You know, it's amazing to hear all of your guys' stories. Every single one of us has something in common. Can you guys think of that, what that is? People that are important in our lives leaving us, that we valued at a very, very high standard, you know?
My family is the most important thing to me in the world, and they've loved me through thick and thin. But for some reason, I think in the back of your head, when you're adopted, whether you've been in and out of foster homes or you've been with your forever family, I think there's a little bit of just that negative self-talk of, well, why wasn't I good enough to be kept? But then I feel guilty to feel that way because instead of that, I feel like I should be thinking I was more than good enough because look at this amazing family that I have.
When you think the thought that I've been abandoned or everyone keeps leaving me, what if you could think something like, everyone that's come in and out of my life has taught me something. I've learned something from every single person that's come in and out of my life.
So I think I need to forgive myself for even feeling like the adoption should be an issue, because it shouldn't. Because my family's my family, and they love me and I love them, and it's been a wonderful life. And I wouldn't change it for anything.
Everything that you do every single day needs to feed into your why. Why do I get on that bike and want to suffer so bad? Because I was searching for my dad's love for so long, right? I searched for it and I searched for it and I searched for it, and I never got it. And then what happened? I gained overweight, weight, ate everything else. But why do I want to come to the assault bike, and why do I want to just go balls to the wall as hard as I can, work out as hard as I can, meal prep? Because then I couldn't show up for you guys and feel the love that I get from each and every one of you. And not just you guys, but the people that are in my life now, the people I coach. And it fills a void for me that I was searching for forever. So think about that as you guys are doing your transformation of how you are gonna feel whatever you need from your why. Because I know a lot of you guys here, a lot of it is feeling valued and loved.
You guys can use the pain and the shame and the struggles in your lives that have led you to this to empower others, just like what Bruce has done. I mean, he's a perfect example of that.
You're gonna take these rocks, you're gonna write everything that you've been through in your life.
So we got to the top, and he gave us a rock, and he gave us a piece of tape, and he said to write down things that we want to let go of, that we need to let go of, and we're going to leave it up here, and we're not going to carry it with us anymore. So we were able to write on there circumstances in our lives that maybe nobody even knows we carry on a daily basis. We were able to write on there words that we've believed, lies that we've believed about ourselves, and once and for all, get them out, get them on a rock, and throw it over the mountain. Not to ever have to carry it again. And it is a wonderful feeling. It's bringing a lot of emotions, because I think as you were writing, you realized that there were lies, literal lies, that you've let yourself carry. And you don't have to carry them anymore.
Katie, so you know how much you hate this thing.
Yes.
I know how much you hate this
Yes.
thing. I know how much you hate that thing right there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here because I think about the very first kind of workout that we did, right? Remember the rower? You know the importance of integrity. You know the importance of your why.
On our fight or flight, he told us to row 250 meters at the highest resistance in a minute. We started going and we're rowing, and I looked down at the meters and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna hit this number. It's almost like my head just said, if you're not gonna make it, I want you just to stop, because it's better if you just quit than if you fail and don't hit that number.
Katie, you gotta get out of your head. You stopped in the middle, you saw the number, and you were like, I am not. You literally looked at the number and literally went through your head, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
It's better to try to hit the number than it is to quit and fail because you're a quitter.
Okay, you're gonna go 8 calories, and then I want a sprint, okay? And then you're gonna push it to that third water drain.
Okay.
You see, so 1, 2, 3, okay, and push it back. Here we go, okay? The timer starts now. Come on, come on, come on, Katie. Hard, 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 hard. I want a sprint. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bam, done. Integrity, integrity. Know your why, okay? Think about your why right now. Think about how we've talked about it. Let's go, let's go. Push, push. There we go, there we go. There we go, Katie. There we go. Look at you go now. Look at you go now. This is what you do now. All the way past that drain. Come on, come on. You've got it, Katie. That's what I'm talking about. Boom! You did that one in under 2 minutes. So we're gonna make it 2 minutes now. And I need the same effort every single time. Ready, set, go. Come on, come on, sprint, 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 sprint. Remember, sprint, sprint, sprint. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put everything you got, Katie. Let's go, let's go. Get on that sled, get on that sled. Push, push, run right over to that bad boy. No, no.
I cannot breathe.
If you couldn't breathe, you couldn't say that. Come on, get on this thing. You're breathing just fine. Come on, get it. Come on. Get on that assault bike. We got it again. Let's go, we gotta go to work. Come on. You got 30 seconds, Katie. We gotta move. Come on, come on. Bam! But you can do it, right? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
My kids.
Yep. And what they
My
do.
husband, my family.
Mm-hmm. Good. I want you to think about them on this next one. You got another one. You barely got it under 2. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it under 2 again. Okay? We're gonna do it under 2 again. Okay? Katie, come here. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got this. We're gonna make it work. Okay, we're gonna make it work. Hey, these guys have something to say to you.
Hi, guys.
Baby, you're doing so awesome. We're so proud of you.
She's about to crush you right now on this assault bike. I just asked her why she's doing this, and she brought all of you guys up. Okay, now you got one more set in you, right?
Yeah.
You got one more. You got one more in you, right?
Yeah. I love you guys.
Let's go to work for them. Love you guys. Thank you. Okay, you got this last set. Here we go. How happy are they right now? How happy are they right now?
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
He had somehow gotten my husband and my 2 daughters and my mom on a FaceTime call. So I got to see their faces while I was working out. And it reminded me of why I'm here and why I wanted to push harder.
I need you to dig deep and know why you're doing this, your integrity, everything, right now. You don't look at the number on the rowers anymore. You look at numbers, you say, bring it on. You look at number, when life hits you in the face, you say, bring it on. I'm worth it. I love myself. I'm showing up for my kids, nonstop, okay? It's been amazing to see what you've done. So now just show it and prove it to yourself right now, okay? Come on, you got everything you got. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, this is the new you. This is where you know that you can do whatever you want to do.
I was able to just kind of play their words over in my head during that last round to get me going and get me over the finish line just with 1 second to spare.
Do not stop. Come on, Katie. 5 seconds. 3, 2, time. You did it. What's your belief right now?
I can do it.
How about
I'm gonna hit my goals while I'm here. And I'm gonna keep going at home.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I'm not gonna give up on myself anymore.
The first week that we were here, you taught us about having integrity to ourselves. And I don't think I've ever had integrity to myself before this. Now, when I look in the mirror, I do look in the mirror, and I see strength, and I see drive, and I see someone who's made a choice to be better, and I'm doing it.